Hello YouTube. I'm just out for a little nightly ride. I decided to come on down. I parked at Bowman Field and I'm doing a little loop. I'm going to check out a few historical sites. One of them's pretty ridiculous, and you'll see why it's ridiculous. Come along with me. Let's go for a ride. All right, pulling out of the parking lot. Take a left on a nice bike trail. Parallels Taylorsville Road. Follow from one end of the airport to the other. There's quite a bit of history with this airport in World War I, World War II. Alright, so now I'm cruising down Dutchman's Lane. So I cut off of Dutchman's and I'm just in some parking lots of medical buildings. I like wandering. Texas Roadhouse building, the restaurant chain. So this is what used to be called the Caden Tower, which is now called the Wright Tower. Obviously the ownership changed. It's built in 1966, it's 15 stories. But what makes this interesting, this was designed by a student of Frank Lloyd Wright. And the elevator's going down again. It's on the exterior of the building. Now as I get back to Dutchman's Lane, I'm going to cross into this parking lot of a shopping center and restaurant area. You know that graphic, 3 hours later? Well, that would work great right here. Can you see in there? It is an old cemetery from the mid-1800s. In the middle of a parking lot. So this cemetery specifically right here is the Burks Family Cemetery, which this whole area back in the 1800s, mid-1800s, used to be a farm. So this is their family cemetery that's now right next to a McDonald's and a McAllister's Deli and a hobby store and a bookstore and a school uniform, work uniform store and a hardware store and a Red Lobster behind here. And on and on and on and on. It seems fairly rare that there'd be a cemetery in the middle of a shopping center parking lot. But here in Louisville, there it is. Now the trick is going to be getting out of here onto Breckenridge Lane and over the interstate. This just takes you over the interstate. Alright, we turned off of Breckenridge Lane. I don't exactly know whereabouts in this sprawling apartment complex. I'm looking for somewhere in here. I just don't know exactly where. think this might be it up here. Alright, so what we're looking at here is the remains of an old spring house from a fort that was built in 1779 along Beargrass Creek. It was one of 5 along Beargrass Creek. And this particular fort was built by Colonel John Floyd, who we'll see the grave of in just a little bit. Now, unfortunately, this spring house is the only thing left of the fort. It used to be a 2-story stone spring house. I've seen a picture from 1922 and it showed the 2-story spring house, so whatever happened between 1922 and 2024 as of this filming, it's now 1 story, and this is what's preserved. This is all that's left. It's still pretty cool, I think. And if you guys haven't noticed, the whole time filming this spring house, on the steps there next to the fence, there's a cute little gray kitty. I think I'm just going to push the bike up to the top here. There's subdivision road up here. And I have one more stop that I want to check out. But yeah, at the end of this cul-de-sac, right here behind this stone wall, is what I'm looking for. So this is right by private property, so you want to be respectful. But here's some stairs up and over the, get you over the stone wall. There's General Robert Breckinridge. What, 88? Continental Troops Revolutionary War. Floyd Breckinridge Cemetery, restored by the Filson Club in 1918. Alright, William McAfee, Captain, Kentucky County, Virginia Militia. Kentucky used to be part of Virginia before the states split. And this tree is eating this headstone, but this is another Revolutionary War soldier. William Buchanan, Private, Virginia, Revolutionary War, 1781. This would be Colonel John Floyd, who's a fairly well-known name, recognizable name in this area due to the River Floyd's Fork that dumps into the Salt River down by Shepherdsville, Kentucky. But this is, he died April 14th, 1783, killed by the Indians. Now, there's an interesting story. I believe this is his wife right here. But the story is, about a mile south of Brooks Spring, where the Wilderness Road crossed a branch of Brooks Run, shots rang out. One shot dropped Charles Floyd's horse, which would be John Floyd's brother. Another struck John Floyd. Charles, seeing his brother in trouble, sprang up behind him and fled the scene, it says. According to one report, the 2 brothers made it back to the fish pools where Colonel Moore had a cabin, which that cabin is still there, and it's on private property, unfortunately. John Floyd's wound was fatal and he died 2 days later. Well, as the sun is setting, I am going to continue my ride, my loop back to the airport. And I don't want to break any rules because it does say no trespassing after sunset. Alright, so if you're interested, the road is called Jamestown Court. I am in search of Cannon's Lane. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just going to make a loop out of this. Cannon's Lane. I head back across I-64 here. And come come in on the far side of the airport. Right. So I just came up that way, and I'm gonna head down this trail. And there, it's the airport. Here we go. Follow the bike route symbols. Clamp those V-brakes down, buddy. This is a park called Seneca, and then it connects with Cherokee Park, and there are running trails, biking trails, off-road, mountain bike stuff, nice wide shoulders, and Beargrass Creek kind of makes its way through here. And there's another golf course, not a private one, a city-owned golf course to my left. Yeah, it's a nice area. That's why I wanted to come down here. Alright, we'll cut over here. This is the old alignment of the road here. Actually, let's go down this. I'm not sure. You can see them. Waterfalls down there. The trail. That would be the, I guess they call it the clubhouse for the golf course. It's on both sides of the road. Here. Yeah, this is a beautiful part of the city. Going back to the airport. Hey guys, just want to say thanks for riding along with me. Till the next time, keep on exploring.